You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Behöver du en bil? Mabe hyrbilar finns på över 150 platser i landet och vi har nästan lika många modeller att välja på. Mabe hyrbilar. Hyrbilar som passar dig.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the Svenska eRacingligan, the Swedish iRacing League. My name is James Giles here with Sim Racing Media. Going to be bringing you all the action here today at Road Atlanta, one of my favorite tracks to cover here over in the States. We got some LMP2 action for you on your lunch break. Michael Hafladison currently on top of the leaderboard. Right now, everybody doing their overall qualifying, a little bit of group qualifying, I believe, going on here. If I can get two people that are close to each other. Nope. Single car qualifying. So all these drivers out there on their own trying to put down the fastest lap to put themselves in a position to race this next race, which is a 105-minute race here around Road Atlanta. No cautions, so consistency going to be key for some of these drivers. Last minute fill in here for Tony Trapasso. Tony, hope you're doing okay, buddy. We're thinking about you here at Sim Racing Media. This one brought to you by Bright Esports, the Bright Esports Grand Prix at Road Atlanta. The full configuration, that index finger fist looking thing right there. 4 kilometers, and it is 291 meters above the sea level there. 20 degrees Celsius, 48% humidity, partly cloudy with 8 kilometers per hour of wind, so it shouldn't be too big a deal there on your race day for the Svenska eRacingligan. Appreciate everybody watching. If you're live on Twitch or over there at YouTube on our YouTube channel, do appreciate everybody there. Get that out of the way. Results for practice paint a picture as Alexander Olsen, the fastest for Bride Esports, as well as Daniel Holmer and Daniel Bloomquist. But Michael Hofladsen currently holds the first position in qualifying, but right now in 5th there at those results. As we're gonna get looking. There we go. Get the total time. The best time for these drivers and what they're doing. There we go. 1:10, the fastest on the track, as Alexander Olsen tries to get out there and put something down. Quicker than that, unable to do so. But appreciate Bride Esports coming in the booth and helping us get this show out to you guys. I know it is going to be an absolute blast as we're almost done with qualifying. Currently, let's take a look at these driver details from Michael. 101 minute, 24 seconds, the last one. A couple other drivers trying to get out there, get their laps in before we stop qualifying here in about 5 minutes. Christopher Dahlstrud, Håkan Schott, Pontus Nordgren, and Marcus Hagman. All those that are here trying to help out and get this race moving. I know it's going to be a blast. This is a big track, folks. As we take a look, let's go on board Christopher Dahlstrand here with the track map to show you about where they're going to be, just how big this track is, and a lot of top speed, a lot of wide open opportunities for these drivers to hit about 184 miles an hour today. Very technical track as far as the turns that are going to be coming up. Very in quick succession here. You see kind of that slalom effect, turning right and then left, snaking that vehicle is going to be very important, but also using your speed as he comes to a slow stop here to make this modified hairpin. And then wide open into it, going to get as fast as he can down the backstretch here. Just a little bit of a kink to keep it interesting. Just wide open. Wide open throttle here. Then coming back into the pit area. See all that rubber built up around the track and completing that lap there. Then back into this interesting part. It's such an interesting racetrack. As you see, it's just very curvy, not much of those hard right-handers that you're used to seeing, hard rights or lefts, as that time's not going to help him out, and even is going to put him halfway through the field here as he works through those trees that our blimp can't see through. So I'm excited. Be sure and post, guys, if you are watching over on YouTube, be sure and post your favorite driver. If you're over there watching on Twitch, go talk with those guys. There's a fun group of guys that take our Twitch stream. Hopefully they talk back to you a little bit more. We don't monitor that one, but they do. But you can also keep both of them open. Hey, help us out. Help these drivers out and get these sponsors out, such as Bride Esports right now out there doing what they can. Just take a look. Pretty much that's everybody. Everybody else off the track getting ready for the race that is upcoming. So let's go on board. I want to hear this thing from the cockpit there. So you see Christopher working that thing, trying to get a little bit extra practice laps in here. He's not going to make any of the best times. but sure is going to get a lot of screen time. Safety Forum, I appreciate everyone here. BSP.SE, some of our sponsors, as well as Mobby. Probably saying those wrong, but that's what they requested. They requested us American guys just come in and have fun with the names, as well as AMRT.SE and Mobby Havila. Area 81.SE as well. You need for all your digital media concerns. As no one's gonna upseat Homer here. Currently, we get some points updated. As there we go, gonna be heading to the pits. These drivers gonna get started here shortly. We're gonna go ahead and run through the grid for you guys. Is everybody getting started? Getting ready to hop on there? Our pole sitter has came on to the track. Couple nice paint jobs here. The Bright Esports guys leading the charge of their sponsored race. We saw them last week really take over and work together there, as we are going to come back in. There we go. Daniel Holmer going to be starting at the pole position on that right hand side. Outside of him is going to be Michael Hafladison. Alexander Olsen and Daniel Plumquist going to be in row number 2. Then we have Linus Brostrom, and we're waiting on Philip Axelson in row 3. There he is, Philip showing up there. Then we have Melvin Akasan and Marcus Hagman, row number 4. Christopher Dahlstrand and Håkan Schott in row number 5. Then we have Hafladi Johnson and Bjorn Brostrom in 13th. 14th is going to be Victor Hammerstrom with Marcus Stiller and Steve Sebastian Magnusson bringing up the rear. So 16 cars going to be bringing you all the action today as they take their pace lap, getting started, getting acclimated to the field. As Daniel Holmer, the talk of the town right now, he's been absolutely quick everywhere he goes. With Michael Hafladison there as well. So let's take a look at that grid and the time that they put down. Find your favorite driver, call them out in the chat if you would like to. Makes them go faster, I promise. This track map going up there, you can see whereabouts they are in this race. That right side going to be the advantage. Mostly right hand turns here, Road Atlanta. Not many hard lefts at all. Just getting the tires warmed up. Gotta do what you gotta do. As the winner of this race going to be getting a Bright Esports mouse pad. The Gamers Against Bullying, hashtag Gamers Against Bullying, that Bright Esports machine. Bright might be able to win their own prize as they come in here. 3 out of the top 4 drivers. Michael Hofladsen, though, has shown that he can get up there and let him have it as we are coming to the green flag. Going to take this left. Once that pace car jumps off, it's going to be up to Daniel Homer. As green flag is out, outside car gets the jumps that Michael Hofladsen goes on the green flag. Going to have the advantage coming into turn number 1. Daniel Homer, Daniel Bloomquist, second place. 2 teammates side by side trying to control those machines. Michael Hofladsen has a good view of it in the rearview mirror as, Daniel Homer goes off and then hip checks the teammate of Alexander Olsen. We're going to have to take a look at that as he's back on track right now. First incident of the day happening lap number 1. Daniel Homer. As Michael Hofladsen has used that opportunity with Daniel Bloomquist to get out of there. Everybody else pretty much just pitched one by one, going to be able to find out where they're going. Getting a rhythm, that's important right now. For these drivers, that's really all they got to think about. Let's take a look at that replay. What happened to Daniel Homer? Luckily, no hip check. Just went a little bit off base there. It was right in the trees, right in front of the teammate. So, single car incident, no contact, which is good because they did just change this iRacing model. As some movers in the field. Hawkins shot. They're in 9th, 10th, Hafladi Johansson up 2 positions, and Victor Hammerstrom's up 3 positions, passing Christopher Dahlstrom and Pontus Norgren. So we can see where everybody lined out right now. Alexander Olsen, the only one who's stayed in his spot in the top 5. Everybody else has either moved up or stayed in that same spot. As Hafladi Johnson, Michael Hofladsen leading the way here at Road Atlanta. Because this is the battle as we see going through these different sectors. Hofladsen class of the field right now. Bloomquist just has to stay as close as he can to keep that draft. That's what's going to be important as they come down this backstretch. Otherwise, Bloomquist might get gone real quick as the roller coaster through the S's. Bloomquist, Olsen, a second gap between them. Linus Brostrom has Melvin Atkinson on his rear. But so far, so good for Michael Hofladsen. Off to the races. Still putting down fast laps. Seeing the field get a little bit more spread out, but Daniel Bloomquist isn't going to let him out too far here. So I'm going to do my best European TV impersonator here. Daniel Bloomquist coming through the S's. Michael Hofladsen got a second gap with Alexander Olsen in 3rd. Linus Brostrom coming up the rear. He's got Melvin Atkinson behind him. Daniel Homer trying to recover from his lap 1 incident. He's going to be coming in right in a row. 3 cars coming through the S's there. Linus Brostrom, Melvin Atkinson, Daniel Homer. There goes Daniel Homer on the inside, making a move on the teammate. There he is. Look at him go. Philip Axelson trying to get it involved later. But Melvin Atkinson leading it. Daniel Homer. Linus Brostrom is taking this opportunity to get a little bit farther ahead, but he's not going to be able to catch these guys up front. Daniel Blomqvist, Michael Vladarsson up there near the back. Marcus Hagman having issues. 6 positions lost. Pontus Nordgren, as well as Bjorn Brostrom, stuck in the back of the field. It's Marcus Hagman still working with Pontus Nordgren. Up front, Holmer, Ackelson, teammates going to battle. Holmer went off track after his good qualifying run, not able to come back from the adversity. Linus Brostrom still in that 4th position. Long race to go, folks. Five minutes, 30 seconds down out of 1 hour and 45 minutes remaining. Because it's going to be a long one. Strap in, folks. Vladarsson likes what he sees up front, winning the Bright Esports Grand Prix. Daniel Blomqvist. As overall, everyone has figured out their position other than Holma, Atkinson, and Axelson. Lap time is going to be a factor. You need to be consistent here on your Goodyears, on all your tires. As Linus has found himself under attack by Daniel Holmer. Daniel's going on the nose, looking to get to 71 as we come through the S's. Wide open here, got to be very careful with your inputs. As he's waiting, pushing. Pushes outside, trying to make Linus make a mistake. It's going to be a long race for Linus Brostrom with Daniel Holmer behind him. Daniel had a great run, both in qualifying and in the practice session. They're going to be hard to keep him behind. Linus taking a defensive line. Going on the back. For Force Esports is Linus Brostrom. Under attack by the Bright folks. As Homer tries to work to the inside, nothing doing. Daniel Homer trying to put pressure on Linus Brostrom. At the 7-minute mark, after falling back on the restart due to his incident, having to do some extra work here in the mid-pack. As Linus showing a lot of fight. He's not going to let Daniel off easy. This is going to be his best opportunity to slow down the Bright Esports folks. But with every second pass, he falls farther back from Alexander Olsen and Daniel Blomqvist. Michael Vladarsson gone. 2 seconds ahead of second place. And 8 seconds ahead of Linus. They're going to stay lined up. Take a look from the chopper. There's a very tight battle here between Linus Brostrom and Daniel Homer. Oh, Daniel falls back again. Issues on that Bright Esports Dallara. Melvin Atkinson, the teammate, trying to stay behind. Can he overtake here? As they stay slowed down, Linus Brostrom able to make it out of trouble for now. Daniel Holmer pushing a little bit too hard in that number 79 machine. As Vladi Johansson having his own issues. Sebastian Magnussen gets by. Victor Hammerstrom gets by. As Linus is going to have to take this opportunity as Daniel Holmer bounces out again. Still issues coming out of that 79 machine. Let's take a look at that restart and see what happened. Here's we have our Joan, Daniel Holmer on the inside. Started in that pole position. Teammate goes the inside as well after Michael gets a good jump. Tight with the teammate there. And there it is. The little bit of netcode pops him out. And then, oh, Bright Esports manages to avert disaster as Daniel joins back in. Again, that was at the restart. There you go. That was my UK call, believe it or not. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the chat. I am watching that Twitch chat as well, so you guys, you better keep it up. Get those chats going in that Svenska eRacingligan Twitch stream. So we're on lap 5-6 of Road Atlanta. If you want me to keep doing this voice, let me know. I can do it. As Daniel Homer attacking Linus Brostrom. Get a little bit more excitement. But I'm only going to do it if you guys like it. As we're still moving here. Otherwise, I'm going to be slow, like the American that I am. Here in the back, battle for 13th. Christopher Dahlstrud working on Marcus Hagman. We got to the point 10 minutes in where these guys are going to start feeling on each other. They're going to start testing these passes. Everybody feeling out who they're going to be next to all race, how they're going to race them. Victor Hammerstrad. He's got Sebastian Magnussen on his rear. It looks like Daniel Homer just keeps in that striking distance between Linus Brostrom. So I'm gonna have to use Google Translate over there for that Swedish glow. As Linus doing really well here, holding off Homer. For now. Commentator has gone into full Murray Walker mode. I hear you guys. Right now, we're just watching the race, guys. Everybody's going to be lining out. Again, Daniel Holstrom trying to overtake on that outside. He takes that outside line every time. I don't know if he gets a little bit of dirt on there as whatever, as he's going to come into the inside here. And the hairpin's going to work around Linus. Keep that thing glued to the track. Open the door for the teammate of Melvin Atkinson. And Philip Axelson's not too far back behind him. Right Esport not as dominant in the top 5 as they were last time we raced these LMP2s around. As I don't know, it's going to be a battle of who gets where first. Is Linus going to be able to hold off Atkinson before Axelson has a chance to attack? That is what it's going to go down. As these LMP2s do take a long time to come down pit road. So if we do have to get fuel, which generally we don't, you can usually stay out maybe a one-stop race just for fuel. Other than that, oh, as we got 2 cars about to get together. That's Linus and Atkinson. So there we go, get a good shot out the back. Just saying, with these groups, you absolutely have to be very careful about when you're going to attack, when you're going to play. Because any damage on these LMP2s, they're not going to be indestructible as they were last week. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to make a pass safely, as we saw with Daniel Homer. But up front, the 2 Bright Esports drivers in the front of the field, Daniel Blomqvist and Alexander Olsen. And I don't care who you are, strategy ain't gonna save you if you're 3 seconds back, as Vladison is absolutely gone right now. Same story as last week. There's a couple different battles on the field. Marcus Stiller. He's found Hawkenshot. And if Linus is going to be joining Bright Esports after this season, that's going to make half the field some sort of Bright Esports group. As you would like, shout out Bright Esports, appreciate them. They're going to be donating a mouse pad, at one of the large mouse pads. I know if you've never used one, they're awesome. Get that on the table and you don't have to worry about that tiny little mouse pads of Yold. As Linus has still held off Melvin Atkinson to some degree. Just hard to find a place to pass right here at Atlanta because there's not any of those really hard turns. There's not really any opportunity to outbrake somebody. You have to force a mistake. What I mean by that is get up there, get in that rear view mirror, make the driver think about you and know you're there, and hopefully they will overturn. As now that Homer has gotten past Linus, he's stretched it out to about a 2-second gap. Important for him, put those drivers behind him. Take a look at the best times there on the right. Everyone more or less has found out who they're going to be racing all race. That's how these things work out. Is oh, Melvin Atkinson flashing Linus Brostrom a little bit. Linus getting the headlights. See how he's going to react to that. "17 minutes down. Guys, these are long road races. Oh, inside, almost, nothing doing. Linus defends again. Oh, I'm sorry. Linus defends again. I don't know how they do that for so long, guys. How do they keep that voice up over and over and over again through an hour-and-a-half race? Is this what I'm talking about? Just those S's, just so hard to keep up with somebody, as the draft plays a huge effect. And this is where most of your passes are going to be done. This hard right-hander into another right-hander. This is where drivers are really going to close the gap. And then get on that exit speed and just watch them go through wide open. As Melvin's got to keep that draft going. In front of him, in the top 5, nobody really under any pressure. Michael Vladison there in first place. He's got a 3-second gap as the Daniel Bloomquist and Alexander Olsen pops into play there. Daniel Homer going to show up eventually, 7 seconds back. There he is. Coming into frame, as well as Linus Brostrom, Melvin Atkinson, Philip Axelson, and then Marcus Stiller's pretty far behind, so he's not going to show up for a while. But this is the battle we're going to be watching. Oh, actually, there's a battle going on right here. Marcus Hagman and Hafladi Johannesson passing each other. A little bit of a battle for 10th. Let's take a look at that there on lap 15. This is Magnussen and Hammerstrom getting that sorted out. As the laps ticking away. Appreciate everybody stepping on board here. Because if a pass does happen, we'll keep you posted on it. We'll take a look. as Linus just has a rear view mirror full of Alcas. But the good news is he has not let Melvin get by or get too far off. Let's take a look at that pass made for 5th. Here it is. He was going to the inside. He said he was going to do it. Made it happen. They're on lap 17. 23 minutes in. As big crash, Sebastian Magnussen. Sebastian Magnussen stuck on the outside. Take a look at what happened. He's losing spots. Gonna get passed by Marcus Hagman, Hafladi Johansson, and Christopher Dahlgren. Let's take a look. Through the S's. Trying to keep up with the Bright Esports driver ahead of him. Just gets loose. Locks it up. No contact with the wall. He's got to be clean. Good news for Sebastian Magnussen fans. He is going to stay clean after that. No issues. A little bit of dirt on the tires, not a big deal. As Daniel Blomqvist just trying to get up there to Flotty. As we're about to have some lap traffic, the 16th position of Bjorn Rostrom. Oval racer coming in here to the LMP2s. We appreciate those guys that give it a shot. Stay in the back, stay out of everybody's way. As Bjorn sees the leader coming there, he's going to move out of the way shortly. There he goes, get past the lap car. So that's going to be something that Daniel Blomqvist got to keep an eye on. When is Michael going to approach these lap cars? And how can he do it just a little bit better? As here comes Daniel coming up on the lap car. As they're going to have a while before they get to the next one. But overall, again, we appreciate you watching over on Twitch. Be sure to hit that Twitch button. I don't know if you can like over on Twitch, but make sure you're subscribed to that Svenska eRacing. And then, if you are subscribed, come on over to our YouTube channel, Sim Racing Media. We've got racing action all week long, 15 to 16 races a week you're going to find over there. As well as you're going to find some really fun videos. We have some good reels going out now, some content we want you guys to check out so you can get a laugh at some of the motorsports action that's happening. So right now, Hafladi Johansson, there we go, Linus Brostrom, still falling back from his 5th place start. Trying to figure out the race with Philip Axelsen on his rear. Is Alexander Olsen going to catch lap traffic? Back to Linus. So Michael Hafladison, your leader, has came down pit road. A little bit of strategery in place here. Not sure why Michael's coming down pit road right now. Long pit road here at Road Atlanta. Melvin Atkinson as well, going to come down for Bright Esports. Going to be on par, stay with the leader. As I wasn't seeing much of a tire fall off. That car is going to float magically in the air for a moment to get some fresh tires on it. Marcus Stiller as well going to come down pit road. So possibly a little bit of strategery here. That's going to hand the lead over to Daniel Blomqvist. Michael Aflatoson exiting pit road. Lot of time down pit road here, folks. So if you can save yourself a stop, may not be a bad opportunity to do so here. As we are 25 minutes down, we're going to go into an ad break real quick. Oh my gosh, Daniel Blomqvist just smokes the wall. Coming down pit road, as does Alexander Olsen. Daniel Holmer almost gets into it, as Alexander Olsen going to have to throw it in reverse and come out. Very busy pit road. Let's take a look if we can see what happened there. Alexander Olsen coming down pit road a little too fast here and just locks it up hard into that outside wall. And I believe the teammate's going to come in here in a moment. Yep, there's the teammate. Very unfortunate there. As Michael Aflatoson going to take back over for the lead. Daniel Holmer coming out pit road. The gap is much wider than it was. So coming in a little bit earlier, Michael Aflatoson. Maybe the move here. As the time spent in the pits, 40 seconds for these vehicles, so a little bit more than you're used to in the oval side of things. But that is going to open up. Linus Brostrom has found his way back up front. They're in fourth, I'm sorry. As we're going to have to see how that's going to affect Alexander Olstrom. Damage on that machine. As Linus has Phillip on his outside, going to the inside there. Coming into this wide sweeping turn, see if there's going to be any issues. A little bit of a check there, letting him know he's there. But Linus is going to have the inside here. He gives it up to let him by easy. Well, we're going to go side by side. You're not going to miss a thing. We'll be right back.
Behöver du en bil? Mobi hyrbilar finns på över 150 platser i landet och vi har nästan lika många modeller att välja på. Mobi hyrbilar. Hyrbilar som passar dig.
As we are back, that gap widening because of that incident coming down pit road. Looks like Alexander Ahlstrom has made his way back from that for the most part, as Bright Esports not having the luck that they want to have, but Daniel Holmer taking advantage to get back up to second position from where he started on the pole. As I'm going to run you guys through the field right now, showing you where these drivers are. In first position, Michael Hofladisen. Class of the field right now, 14-second gap, going to be hard to catch. Right now it's looking like these things having to come down every 20 minutes or so. Daniel Holmer in second position, working past the lap traffic. That's going to be Hifladi Johansson that's passing. Holmer with that issue in lap number 1. Unable to recover. Melvin Atkinson, third place, up 4 positions. A little bit of a battle back here. Philip Axelson, Alexander Olsen trying to get back to that second place position that he was in earlier. See if he's going to get held up too much here by Philip. Allow Linus to get in the picture. As you got to know that Alexander is not happy with his mistake. Hopefully not going to take it out on anybody as they're side by side coming down into turn number 1. Works by, no issues. It's going to put Alexander Olsen in 4th and Philip Axelson in 5th, with Linus bringing up the 6th position. Marcus Stiller is in 7th. Having a good run right now, up 9 positions from his starting from Clutch Club Racing. Victor Hamstrom in 8th. Hagen Schott in 9th position. Marcus Hagman in 10th. Sebastian Magnussen currently up 4 positions in 11th place. Christopher Dahlström, Vladi Johansson, Jorn Brostrom, and Pontus Nordgren off the track, as well as Daniel Bloomquist. Let's take a look and see what happened with Daniel. I believe he was in this, he was the start of this issue. Double check here. Yeah, he was involved in this. Yeah, hit both walls, getting around the teammate there that's for the first one to come down pit road. Seems like the damage on that machine too much. Unfortunate for Daniel there. Let me see if we have Daniel in the booth here. We don't. Not available for us. That's okay. No big deal. So Philip Axelson has found Alexander Olsen. Philip started in 6th, has been able to come back. Alexander hits the wall when he comes down pit road. No issue there. Philip falling back to a 2nd. Nothing new going on in the field right now. Philip Axelson, Linus Brostrom, Marcus Ackman. But I would like to shout out some of the sponsors we've had for these guys. General Motorsports, of course, Bright Esports. This is the Bright Esports Grand Prix, and the winner will receive a Bright Esports mouse pad. Couple other sponsors. Well, Mavi, Hyperbilar. I don't know what they do, but I know they do it right. As Hackman looks like he's still hanging on. Looking at shot there. This battle for 9th. As this race was cracked right open when Bright Esports came down pit road, had their issue. Pontus Nordgren, Pontus Nordgren gonna be out. This happened at lap 22nd. Let's take a look. Issue with that car. Oh, gets loose and then decides to pitch it out of the way. Sometimes just better to call it quits, and I think that's what we saw. Zagman's still working on shot. We're with 40 minutes down, an hour and 45 left to go. $105-minute race today. And then we will be headed to the house, and of course, they do have a an oval group here, and next week, April 13th, we will be headed to Auto Club for the Team Lockhart Racing 400. So going to California, headed to the East Coast here at the States. I'm excited about that one. You catch us same time, same place next week. They alternate between the Cup Series and this LMP2 series. As for now, not much on the track, so if you would like to get in that chat, let's talk about it. Who's your favorite driver? Who do you want to see excel here? Have you been excited about this season? So we talk about here at Sim Racing Media. Like I said, always get those likes, those reacts. That's not for us. We don't make a dime off of it, but what we do get is we get more notoriety for all these sponsors and these drivers that have spent the time and money to put their information on these race cars. So that's why you go ahead and like. Again, it's not for me. We don't make a dollar, but it does help these sponsors out and let them know, hey, they're getting value out of paying for this stuff. So that's a good thing for them to see, is when people are interacting and seeing those things. So Flodison looking by, trying to get by some lap traffic here, as I believe that's Christopher Dahlstrud and Bjorn Brostrom. As the Flodison 10-second gap back to second place. Daniel Homer, Melvin Atkinson, Alexander Olsen, Philip Axelson. We're gonna go ahead and we might as well head to a Turn It Up segment. So Turn It Up, we'll do the same here, and we will be back once the racing heats up. All right, we're back watching a little bit of a battle here. Pretty much all we're seeing, Magnussen working with Hawkins shot. Oh, a little bump there. Hawkins shot from Bright Esports gets turned around. He's going to call it a day. He's done. He's tapping out. So now we'll see Stiller. This is not a battle for position. He's trying to lap Johannesson. So ladies and gentlemen, I think I've run out of things for the most part. The battles happening right now are just battles on the field for position. But let's take a look at this battle between Hawkins Schott and Sebastian Magnussen. See what we can see from the blimp here. It's just that outside and then just a little bit of contact. Gonna turn Hawkins and he is going to send it to the hauler. He does not want those problems right now. Marcus Stiller is still the only vehicle near somebody else. So we're going to go ahead and put more stuff up on your screen here. Take that turn up, get it out of there. Back to Flotty. It looks like somebody stopped. Not sure who was stopped on the track there. We'll keep you posted. It's closing in on our hour mark. These drivers trying to stay on top of it mentally right now. Michael Flottison there in first position. Daniel Homer in second. Melvin Atkinson has done really well in that third position. He is up 4 spots, battling right now with the lap car of Dahlstrom. Alexander Olsen not too far back. But Linus Brostrom back up to 5th. So let's take a look at what happened here. This was the battle for 5th. Oh my gosh. I have no clue what happened here. Of course, our cameras are trash. So Philip gonna go off field here. And then gonna rejoin just as our buddy gets there, and a little bit of safety net. Marcus Stiller there in 7th. Victor Hammerstrom there in 8th. Marcus Hagman in 9th. Sebastian Magnussen in 10th. So let's take a look at where all this started. For Michael. We're going to go to the green flag. This was the beginning of the race, if you missed it. Daniel Homer starting on that inside line. Webman just gets into it with the teammate there. A little bit of a hip check, forced to go wide. Good recovery on the 79. But that was the start of some bad luck for some of these drivers. Take a look at Alexander entering the pits on lap 22. As he comes down pit road, biffs the entry a little bit. I believe Hawken did as well. So Hawken putting it on the camper. Not a good day for Bright Esports, Bright Esports. Other than the fact that this is the Bright Esports Grand Prix. So they got the race named after him. That's something. Victor Hammerstrom coming down pit road. Strategy not really playing into effect here just because of the issues that Bright Esports had coming down pit road. Homer had his issues, and then everybody else kind of got back to it. As we have ticked down 51 laps here at Rolled Atlanta, lap traffic has not really been an issue for the most part. Is Alexander in 4th trying to work past Kay Dahlstrud. Vladison working himself past another vehicle. As with an hour into this race, we're going to go ahead and take another ad break. You're not going to miss a thing, though. We're going to be raced side by side.
Behöver du en bil? Mabe hyrbilar finns på över 150 platser i landet och vi har nästan lika många modeller att välja på. Mabe hyrbilar. Hyrbilar som passar dig.
Second round of pit stops done for some of these drivers. Melvin Atkinson has pitted. Alexander Olsen came down pit road with Linus Brostrom and Philip Axelsen. The closest battle on the field, you just saw it. Melvin Atkinson passing Marcus Hagman. Hagman on those old tires. Actually able to get by really quickly. Second closest battle is going to be Philip Axelsen trying to catch Linus Brostrom. Nothing doing there. Couple retirements. Tontus Norgren still in this. Hawkenschott and Daniel Bloomquist have taken it home. Remember, the winner of this race is going to get a Bright Esports mouse pad, and barring anything crazy, Michael Hafladison's probably going to be your guy. Currently has a 10-second gap, so it has been closing a little bit. Daniel Homer trying to get back up there. You can tell Hafladison has let off pace a little bit with his lap times. So maybe hoping that he's not going to have to stop again as he's plugging away inside that, as Homer a little bit quicker. Issues for Marcus Hagman. Force Esports. This could be danger. Yellow flag in that area. Let's take a look at what happened to the 12 year. Oh, just lost it. Touched those tires. And luckily I don't think everybody gets out of the way. Good re-entry there by Marcus. One hour, 10 seconds down, 35 minutes left in this thing for these drivers to try and see if they have anything for Michael Hafladison. So far, nobody has. Nobody's even touching him. So let's take a look at that last lap time. For these drivers. 1:12 by Hafladison. Really slowing down. Trying to, all that grip in that tire getting into the track. A little bit dirtier, working past lap traffic. But he's going to have to be a second slower per lap for Homer to catch him. And I frankly don't see that coming. He's got a little bit of lap traffic here, though. The lap traffic's getting harder. As we appreciate everybody watching here. You're watching the replay, watching over on Twitch on the Svenska eRacing. Thank you for being here, supporting these sponsors. Race 5 of 6 at Road Atlanta. And then, of course, next week, going to be at Auto Club Speedway with the Truck Series, or I'm sorry, the Cup Series. Gonna be on the oval, 2-mile oval there. Auto Club Speedway should be a blast. If you watch NASCAR, NASCAR's gonna be at Bristol Dirt this weekend. That's gonna be a fun time. You know, if you're gonna be watching that, if you're watching Formula One or Indy, whatever you decide to watch, support those tracks. If you're watching, if you can go somewhere and watch a real life race, if you're in Sweden, let's take a look. What are some racetracks in Sweden? Go to Stirrup Raceway. In Sawalda, Sweden. Races. I don't speak Swedish, so I don't know what on their website. I don't know where that is, but I also don't read Swedish, I guess is more important, so I don't know what their schedule's like, but you can Google it. See if you can find out some races near you to watch. Go spend a couple bucks and enjoy the racetrack with your family, or by yourself even, if you really want to. If you haven't headed over to our Facebook page, you can check that out as well. Facebook, Sim Racing Media. Give us a like. Check out some of the fun things we have going on. Some of the fun posts we've put out there recently. Love to see you over there. As the gap not improving between Hafladison and Holmer, now we're taking a look at Alexander Olsen working on lap traffic. He's got Hagman in front of him. This 4-mile track spinning. Looks like it's a big issue for some of these drivers. Keeping these things clean. They will step out on you if you watch it. So I'm keeping an eye on that timing, make sure nothing's going on. Keep you clued in if anything happens.
Behöver du en bil? Mabe hyrbilar finns på över 150 platser i landet och vi har nästan lika många modeller att välja på. Mabe hyrbilar. Hyrbilar som passar dig.
All right, we're back watching the closest relative on right now, Alexander Olsen. That gap has got absolutely astronomical between Michael Hafladison and Melvin Atkinson. Atkinson, the Bright Esports driver, finishing the highest right now, as that's Pontus Nordgren going off screen. Alexander Olsen, another Bright Esports driver, they're in third. About 9 seconds up to his teammate. Linus Brostrom in fourth position right now, as Marcus Stiller about to be under attack by the leader, Mr. Hafladison, as he has almost put everybody in the field up to fifth place, a lap down, so that'd be quite the story. Philip Axelson's there in sixth. That's where he finished right now. Marcus Stiller's in up 11 spots, so Marcus has been very consistent. Good for him. Sebastian Magnussen coming back from adversity, 8 spots up from where he started in that 877. Victor Hammerstrom in 8th position. Here we are in lap 69. Marcus Hagman currently 9th. Christopher Dahlstrom there in 10th. -1 position so far on the day. Johansson there in 11th. Oren Bolstrom 12th. Not sure what happened to Daniel Homer. Let's take a look. It looks like him and Alexander Olsen, a little bit of an issue. This is Alexander. This was on lap 60. Came back onto the field, ends up taking the long way around. Take a look at what happened to Homer. Oh, big issue for Daniel Homer on lap 64. Unable to steer. Let's take another look. That machine, massive damage on the 79. It's gonna cap off some bad luck. Daniel gonna get it to the pits. Still in pit road. Massive damage on that 79 machine. But I tell you, with Hafladison almost up to Stiller. Take a look at the laps or the position gained there on that left side. as Daniel Homer just has no luck today. Vladi Johansson as well. He's just went down, got himself an issue. In the same exact spot, it looks like. Just so hard to get these things back where they need to be. Of course, it's going to stall out the engine there. As Melvin Atkinson had himself a P2 there for a little bit, electing to come down pit road a little bit later. So he's going to be the first one to come in for that third pit stop. Alexander Olsen going to inherit that second place for now, if he has to come down again. Tell you what though, talk of the town, Linus Brostrom. He's been able to hold his own, come back from adversity with the third position with 15 minutes left for this thing. He's had quite the race. Held off a couple people battling, survived, lasted a little bit longer than everybody else. The cruise control, most of these drivers know that they don't really have to battle for position. The closest one on the field to be able, that has anything to worry about, is Marcus Stiller, or I'm sorry, Melvin Atkinson from Bright Esports. Because Marcus Stiller is right there on the rear bumper. But as long as Marcus, I believe they might have to come down pit road maybe one more time. If not, they've been saving fuel, not pushing, they're good to go. And we're not gonna have too many issues, as the biggest thing right now is just lap traffic. Alexander Olsen, there he's back, working on Magnussen, trying to put him down one lap behind him. Delara's not the initial choice for the Svenska eRacingligan. They actually were going to go with the IndyCar, but because of the IndyCar issue and them going with Motorsports Games, a really terrible decision, they are stuck with not being able to release the Indy game for a little bit. At least until after 2022, which leads iRacing to be the only place you can race the IndyCar right now, but we can't broadcast it. So for that reason, they decided to go with these Delaras 217s, I believe they are. Nice LMP2s. As Philip Axton makes his way around lap traffic, Johannesson. Christopher Dahlström found his way off track. Let's see what happened there. Just a little minor hiccup. Cutting the grass, so to speak. Ooh, Marcus Hagman, big issues. Forza Esports trying to get that thing going. He's going to take it down pit road. Let's take a look at that. Just locks it up. Unfortunate. as Alexander Olsen still in that second place position. I think just for fun, Michael Vladison got up to 194, the top speed, quicker than anything we've seen here on the track. Not sure if that's kilometers. I imagine it's not kilometers per hour, so it's would be hard to do. As Linus passes P. Nordgren. But as always, I want to thank the sponsors and everybody watching at home. You guys are why we're here. And we are back here with the Svenska eRacingligan road course action, LMP2s here at Road Atlanta. Right now, not too much going on the track as far as battling for position. You've been watching the lap cars that relative in the bottom right. We appreciate you for sticking around. Michael Hafladison currently still in the lead. He's got about a half a lap on every other person on the field, has lapped up to 4th position. Looks like Daniel Homer went off track with Sebastian Magnussen. Let's take a look. Drivers just making mental mistakes at this point right now. It's happening where these drivers are making mistakes. It's been a long race. You've had to keep up your guard, so to speak. And now they're paying for it. Linus Brostrom up to 3rd place after Daniel Homer has hit issue, so good race for him. Malvin Alkison trying to make it up there, pushing right now. This is a battle that we can watch. 4-second gap here. Bright Esports trying to go 2nd and 3rd. Philip Axelson there in 5th. He's got Marcus Stiller behind him. Different pit strategies coming into play here at the end. These drivers approaching the end of that lap traffic, the end of that. See who has been able to save. Christopher Dahlstrom, Victor Hammerstrom in 8th, Marcus Hagman. Sebastian Magnussen just had to come down pit road after his contact. There's Bjorn Brostrom and Vladi Johannesson. Seems to be the majority of what's happening. Sebastian Magnussen having trouble. He's going to fall back a lot. That's going to give Christopher Dahlstrom that 8th position. As you see, Hafladison up on the about to put 7th place, 2 laps down. There he goes to the inside. Alexander, or Michael, going to have that position still. Fun fact here, 14 cars on track. There is a 17-minute gap between the driver that is leading, Michael Hofsson, and the driver that has just put it into park, but now 13 on track, Philip Pontus Nordgren. There's a 13-minute gap for that one. Absolutely wild. As this has got to be torture for Melvin Atkinson. He can see Linus Brostrom on some of these straightaways, just unable to get up to him right now. Trying to push, time running out, only 3 minutes remaining in this race. He's trying to push. Marcus Stiller trying to get Axelson. So a couple drivers have something to fight for here at the end due to some strategery. We'll keep an eye on those battles. As Philip Axelson, here we go. Coming into play for a top 5, Marcus Stiller and Philip Axelson. I'm going to go ahead and hop back into my UK version of this, calling this race. Phil Baxton, Marcus Stiller there, 1 second apart here to round out the Bright Esports Grand Prix. Phil Baxton, Marcus Stiller, working on the top. The 19 and the 13 trying to work themselves together. Two teammates here in the Clutch Club Racing. Blue team, Philip Axelson, holding off. Right now, got to push as hard as he can on those older tires. 11 laps fresher tires on Marcus Stiller. Talking in the radio saying, hey, I'm coming your way. As Phil Baxton. Michael Flatterson's checked out. Alexander Olsen in second place. Linus Brostrom trying to hold off Melvin Ackerson. Marcus Stiller within striking distance, only 1 second. Through the course here at Road Atlanta. 1 lap left to go for these drivers. As Michael Hofladerson has lapped the field up to 4th place. Hofladerson just put down his fastest lap of the race. Absolutely unbelievable. 1:10.45. There's no way anyone's going to catch him as Michael Ackerson has found Linus Brostrom here in the closing laps, trying to get himself on the podium. Right Esports trying to go 2 for 3. Brostrom trying to hold him off and hold down Force Esports. Going to the back here. See if they're going to make it around one more time. Time running out. Melvin Alkerson, fresh tires. 20 lap fresher tires. Works to the outside. Coming into the last turn. In comes Linus Brostrom. There's no fuel left on that thing. No fuel left for Linus Brostrom. Melvin Ackerson going to have the podium. 3rd place finish time expires. See if Flatterson's going to let him get another lap in. As Linus comes down pit road, he's going to have to get moving. Philip Axelson not too far behind, 35 seconds. He's worried about his own self. He's got Micah Stiller. No battle here. Pontius Norgren. Oh, down to the 41. Around goes Brostrom. Right in front of your leader, Hofladerson. That could have been devastating. As the white flag is out, Marcus Stiller trying to find Philip Axelson. Can he do it? The last lap of the race. Can he pull what Melvin Ackerson pulled and make it up to Philip Axelson on lap 87? Almost done here. Hofladerson gonna be able to take it across the line. P1 finish. Checkered flag in the air. And across comes Michael Hofladerson. This race isn't over yet though. Marcus Stiller working on Axelson. Teammates. Does he have anything for him coming over the Fox Factory hump? Nothing doing. Linus Brostrom, Philip Axelson, Marcus Stiller rounding out your top 6. That's gonna do it for us here at Road Atlanta. No other positions at play. Michael Hofladerson going to take the win away here at Road Atlanta. Lap cars behind him. Brought to you by AMRT and Mavi Hypervilla.
Behöver du en bil? Mabi hyrbilar finns på över 150 platser i landet och vi har nästan lika många modeller att välja på. Mabi hyrbilar. Hyrbilar som passar dig.
As we're back, appreciate those words from Mabi. Michael Bassen taking a victory lap. We're going to talk to you top 3 coming up. Of course, we might as well talk to Michael Hofladerson. Michael, congratulations on the win.
as you kind of notice, I'm speedless. I didn't expect it. Didn't. Jesus, I'm trying to mute the voice chat. Didn't expect it at all, but I'm super happy to get away with a win here.
Absolutely. You say get away. The gap to the next closest driver was 28 seconds. So you kind of class the field here today. Who you got on the car that helped you get so fast?
Well, I don't know. Funny enough, I didn't practice, but it must be that my AMRT rig gives me a few extra tenths in the race.
Absolutely. Well, Michael, when you're coming into this thing in that very first lap, that's where you won the race. How important was it for you to get a good jump there at the green flag?
Well, I mean, obviously the start is important, especially on a track like this. It's very hard to overtake, and I'm not sure what happened to Daniel. I don't know if he was sleeping on the start because he didn't react when the green flag dropped, and I just went for it, and yeah, luckily I got away. And then the first stint was a little bit hard to maintain. I was kind of pushing the whole way through just to build that little bit of a gap to what was then Blomqvist. But then, unfortunately, he hit the wall into the pits, and after that, it was basically smooth sailing for me.
Absolutely. Well, Michael, congratulations on the win. And again, do you have any sponsors to shout out for us here today?
And obviously, I want to shout out AMRT for the amazing rig, and of course, also my dad and my teammate Victor, who also raced today and made a solid effort.
Absolutely. Well, Michael, again, congratulations, and hopefully we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Next, we have Melvin Atkinson finally giving us a little bit of excitement there at the end of this thing. What got you to that podium?
Yeah, it was a really great race. Had a great start. Took one position right away, and then from there on, I just made a crucial pass on Linus, and then I just tried to take care of my tires and try to save fuel. But I didn't really succeed in that moment because I had to go into the pits once again, which I created some excitement for you guys at least. So that was really nice end to a really fun season. And I want to thank all my sponsors and Pick Last, Bright Esport, and Oil Drinks as well. Been a fun season.
Absolutely.
And a fun race.
Yeah, absolutely. Good third place finish. Way to make it exciting for us at the end, and hopefully we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, the same. Have a great day.
You as well. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us here today. We're going to show the outstanding results here for you. Of course, Michael Aflatoson there in first position, Alexander Olsen P2, Melvin Atkinson going to be P3, Linus Brostom P4. Everyone from fourth on back, multiple laps down. Marcus Stiller, Christopher Dahlstrid there in seventh, Victor Hammerstrom in eighth, Marcus Hagman in ninth. 10th is going to be Hafladi Johansson. Marcus Hagman going to be in ninth. 10th going to be Hafladi Johansson. Sebastian Magnussen 11th, Pontus Nordgren 12th, Bjorn Brostrom in 13th, 14th Daniel Homer, 15th Håkan Scott, 16th Daniel Blomqvist. So we are happy you decided to join us here for Sim Racing Media. As always, we'll talk to you next week.